Hello everyone, my name is Vikas Dhayal and this is a pro tip for philosophical essays. Many people find difficulty in writing philosophical essays and end up scoring less. My name is Vikas Dhayal and I've secured 137 marks in the essay paper, which was quite decent compared to the other toppers. At the same time, I've been running this essay Kaise program where people have gotten into the interviews, people have got benefited through the essay program. I'm also someone who compiled the One Stop Solution for essay, which was bought by more than 7,000 students. You can buy it on the link in the description. So let's see how you can write better dimensions for difficult essay topics, which are philosophical essays. So see the previous year questions. There are two kinds of previous year questions that we come across. First ones where the subject of the statement is properly laid down. So forests are the best case studies for economic excellence. Poets, it is explicitly given that you are going to talk about poets. While there are other kinds of essays where it says you cannot step into the same river twice, just because you have a choice. At the same time, there are other essays, your perception of me. So these essays a different approach, need a different approach. So let's see what are the traditional approaches of opening dimensions. I made a separate tutorial series that you can see in the playlist regarding how to build a philosophical essay from scratch. So let's see traditional ways of developing dimensions. So first is the pestle approach, where you basically look at a subject and try and break it down into political and economic and scientific and technological, environmental and legal dimensions. The second one, which is better, which is sectoral and temporal dimensions. So here you divide it into sectoral dimensions according to the pestle approach, and temporal dimensions meaning you basically try and break down the subject into different historical, according to historical experiences. So according to different time periods, how we looked at that particular subject. So in this particular tutorial we are going to just understand how are you supposed to deal with such essay topics where you or me or different pronouns are given. uh, your perception of me, so what are you supposed to do in such essays, how you break down in a better way so that you can get more marks. So the better way for any kind of essays, be it this one or the other kinds, it is to make a concentric, using this concentric circle approach. So what is this approach? So whenever it's the essay subject says that you or me, you need to first of all think what is you here. So you can be an individual, me can be an individual, you and me can be a family, society, state and nation and world community at large. So you break down the topic. So when the essay topic says, for example, you cannot step into the same river twice, so an individual cannot step into the same river twice, and then you brainstorm upon it. So how an individual cannot step into the same river twice? If an individual is a teenager, so there are many opportunities that he or she gets while they are in school, for education, for sports, and if they miss them, then obviously they will not be able to get them again. Similarly, just to like substantiate it through an example, so you can just give an example of the Punjab crisis, where drug problem is there and many teenagers and many young adults are indulging into it. So they will not be able to step into the same river twice, where they can use their capabilities to the best extent. So this way you develop dimensions on the individual, then you develop dimensions on the family. So family also, sometimes there are difficult situations that the family faces, family as a unit faces, and if they do not deal with it, they will not be able to step into the same river twice, then society and then state and nation and world community at large. So if you divide the subject into in this way, you are going to get better dimensions. So do not follow this approach of pestle or the sectoral and temporal when the essay topic explicitly lays down these pronouns. So the concentric circle approach is better. Different for the other kinds of essays. For example, forest can be the best case studies for economic excellence, or just to go above. The time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. So here there are the concentric circles work in this way. So you can give the temporal approach. So the first thing that you do is to show it in the historical sense. So giving historical examples where these things have been proven. So those examples you can give. For example, this particular essay, the time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. So you can give examples from uh, your historical examples. For example, the national movement. So it was best. So the struggle through struggle strategy of Mahatma Gandhi. It was he was trying to repair the roof when the sun was shining, and when through the struggle through struggle approach that you can give as a substantiation. Then in the present, what you can do, temporal dimension and include a sectoral within it. So gives the historical dimension, then give the present dimension. The present dimension, use the sectoral approach. Sectoral is basically pastel, or you can break it down into different dimensions, and then uh, future suggestion and prediction needs to be done. So this way you need to open up dimensions, and I've shown how you can make 20 different dimensions for an essay, for building it from scratch, that you can watch in the playlist for free essay tutorials. Thank you so much. My Telegram channel in the description. Thank you so much for watching.